Welcome to tonight's episode of Ginger Bros Dent Show. We're your hosts, Brandon Schmitz and Andy Patrick. We've got an exciting show tonight. Please help us welcome Mr. Nathan Smith with Rockstar PDR out of Atlanta, Georgia. Nathan also has an alter ego called Neil Blade. He's also the lead singer of a band called Cheyenne, who is currently opening up for 38 Special. Join us as we get to know Nathan just a little bit better right now. Let's go. What's up? I'm loving it. Yeah, and that's Nathan in the background, the music there too. So
yeah, that sounded great.
His alter ego there, but it's gonna be an exciting show tonight. I like it.
Oh yeah. Hey, I called it. Corey got it first.
Yeah, we're
in the back room. Like, I wonder who's gonna get it. I was like, Corey. Yeah. Who else would get it?
Well, he didn't get it last week, so
who got it last week? Was it James?
Yeah,
he was on here too.
It was somebody. It may have been Josh or no, it was Jeremy Nadeau. You changing our
dude? That was an accident. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm new. What's up, Jeremy?
Oh.
Mr. Bernard, how you doing, brother? I seen them tools he got. He's actually putting them to work. Them the Anson hand tools. So I'm happy to see that.
Yes.
Mr. Armaggio, how you doing, Matt?
Matt Armaggio.
Mr. Krug.
Love it.
Johnny Krug. Yeah, I'm with you, man. It's really episode 20. Like it's flown by. Like holy crap.
Episode 20. And we hit our milestone of 1,000 downloads so far.
That's awesome.
And we just started in October. So, it's all because of you guys and everybody who's starting to listen to us. When we're not live, you can go on Apple Podcast, Podbean, and just listen to us because our beautiful voices, you don't get to see our face, but you can hear our beautiful voice while you're working on a dent. So,
yeah. What's up, Andy? We got Brendan. God, sounds weird saying my name. What's up, Brendan? That's my homie. He's the one taking care of my truck right now. So I love that guy.
Oh, it's Brendan that's doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hey, don't cut that C notch out too much.
He's got it covered. He's done it a time or two already. So
it's gonna look so awesome.
What's up, Mr. Dragos? Thank you, Facebook user.
All right.
Nick Gill, how you doing?
Nick Gill, there you go. Hey,
sorry.
And then James Bernard Drive Time Podcast. Heck yeah. So before we start, Facebook user, go click the link in the description. If you're on your phone and you're watching the comments, swipe to the right. The description will come up. Hit the link. Go grant StreamYard permission to see your name. If not, we'll just interview you all night. So, hey, we got another Jaeger on, Jennifer.
Yeah, it's Jennifer. She said last week's show was a blast. She was laughing and everything cutting up. So,
well,
hey, real quick, I do want to say Mr. Randy Hobson's got surgery tomorrow. Pretty extensive thing. So everybody please send out a prayer to Mr. Hobson. He
yes,
keep him in safe hands.
Yep. Pray for him. The doctors and nurses taking care of him because it'll be good. I told him to stay positive, and he's gonna come out of this sucker and be a new man. He needs it, and
he's been going through some things.
Get him back on his feet.
I'll be glad to see him back 100% running around again. Hopefully here at a hailstorm, I'll be calling like, all right, now that you're better, come on down.
Oh man,
I'm assuming that's Amanda Nadeau.
We got Mr. Kevin Bird on here. Carrie and Kevin are watching. All right,
we feel special tonight. 20th episode's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. All right, so tonight's episode, guys. So not a lot of people know this guy, and this is who the type of text that we really want on this show. Oh,
sorry, my wife. Like she's always on there. I don't know why. I would not assume that.
So yeah, our whole goal in this was to get techs who have been around a while or who are lesser known techs and really get people to know them. Jeremy. So yeah, I didn't know Nathan. So at Matt Moore's meetup in Atlanta, Andy introduced me to him and then got to see him for just a second at MTE and
the blur that is MTE.
Yeah, I know. I wish I had more time to talk to more techs down there, but Nathan's a great guy, very nice, super nice guy. And what he does away from the PDR world, we're going to get into that. So let's, without further ado, let's bring Mr. Nathan Smith on. What's up, brother?
What's up, dudes?
How are you, man?
I'm good, man. Just
I know we've talked a little bit in the back, but we'll probably ask some of the same questions.
That's kind of how this works.
Heck yeah. So you've had a good day, right? You said you had a busy day today?
I did have a busy day. I had 2 big jobs at a detail shop I service.
Awesome, dude.
Detail shops are where it's at, man. You get in with your detail shops, like they will hook you up. And you just turn it around, like give them, that's what my detailer always send him some good work and vice versa. So,
heck yeah.
Yeah, their customers are ready to spend some money.
Yeah, right.
That's why I don't do detailing here, is because I have 3 of them that I send people to, and they send me work. So I'm like, man, even though I could probably make more money. But anyway, so if you want to, Nathan, kind of give us a background of how you got started in PDR and where you're at now.
So my dad is a conventional body man. So I kind of grew up around that, and he kind of I worked with him in the body shop for a little bit. That's what actually gave me the motivation to start playing music full time.
Oh, nice.
If you can imagine. I was in there prepping cars for the paint shop. I spent a year just,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think I lost like 50 pounds that year just sanding. So every day I was just like, man, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. So that's when I left and got a band up and running, busy enough where we could play full time and pay the bills. Did that for 4 years full time. Didn't have a job, and then my now wife, was then graduating from college, and we were moving in together. So we were ready to kind of chill out and get off the road. So that's when I was like, all right, I got to figure out a career.
Time to get serious.
Yeah. So I'd sat down with my parents, and I thought about that guy that was always out in front of the body shop that, my dad works at. And I was like, that PDR thing, do they make good money? You know that guy? Can you talk to him for me? See how I can get into that? Between that and I also was in a separate band with a dent guy. Yeah, his name's Wayne Winfield. He was in the industry for a long time. He was from Florida and then moved up to Atlanta. We've got a Motley Crue tribute band. We play together.
Oh, nice.
So between the 2 of them, and he actually, turns out both of those techs actually worked for Atlanta Dent Company.
Oh, wow.
So between the 2 of them, I kind of had my foot in the door and got hired with them fairly easily. And they trained me from the ground up. Brandon Leslie was actually the tech that I shadowed for, about 6 months to get the ball rolling. And then they kind of threw me to the wolves. That was 6 years ago.
Wow.
Actually, what's today? Is today the 15th?
Today is the 16th.
16th. Okay, so it was 6 years ago yesterday was my first day.
Wow.
Look at that. Happy anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, dude.
I was with them for I guess 4 years after that or 3 years after that is when they were acquired by Dent Wizard. Dun, dun, dun. And
all the companies.
and then COVID hit. Got furloughed. While I was furloughed, my route that I had kind of fell apart.
We're having lighting issues over here.
And So while I was furloughed, the route that I had, set up, which was a great route, kind of fell apart out from under me. I had nothing to do with it, but I was just like, okay, if I go back, I'm going to have to rebuild from the ground up. If I'm going to do that, I don't know. I felt like I had already done that once. I didn't want to do that again.
My wife said looks like he's about to get abducted by aliens.
So I was like, I'm just going to take my life in a different direction and, go back to focusing on music. I felt like I wasn't wasn't ready to give that up quite yet. So I did that. And then, the demand for the dents was just there. And then I got some tools together, and it's all been word of mouth since then. So it's coming up on 2 years now. I've just been pushing part-time, just all word of mouth, and getting ready. Once that 2-year mark hits, I'll start ramping up a little bit, but just kind of cruising.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Except I wasn't a rock star. I just had to just keep doing my thing. I was like full time. I had to go with it. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited to see what happens for you in June when you're actually able to spread your wings per se.
Excited. I've been kind of building my brand in the background and just getting ready for the launch.
Mm-hmm. And that's a tough market up there because it's pretty saturated, isn't it?
You would think, but there's kind of an infinite amount of work, especially going into the retail side. It's just such an untapped market. Maybe 5% of the how many millions of people live in Atlanta know this industry even exists.
Yeah.
So,
my only problem with that would be, damn, you can only schedule one retail job because it might be 2 miles down the road, but it's going to take you 4 hours to get there and then 4 hours to get back. Shit.
Luckily, I live central in Sandy Springs, which is right outside the perimeter, right in the middle. And I can shoot off in any direction, and I'm going against traffic, so it kind of works out.
Is that north or east?
Yes, north side. It's on the north side.
Okay. So you're Marietta.
I'm not. Marietta's up 75, which is north
northwest.
That way. That's that way.
Yeah. Heck yeah. That's awesome. That's usually so. We'll probably be. I'll probably give you a call this summer because we'll be playing baseball up there at some point.
Oh, cool! Yeah, hit me up.
Yeah, we were in Marietta for a week last summer, and I'm sure we'll be back up there again. And I'll let you know. Maybe come catch a high school game on a college field, hopefully. But anyway,
that'll be fun.
So yeah. So you've been doing it for about 6 years, you said. So
yeah.
It's a good thing that you're busy because that 2-year mark coming up, I can see you kind of exploding on the market right there.
I'm excited.
So you're married. How long have you been married?
We've been married it'll be 5 years on April 1st. We got married on April Fool's Day.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we've been together for 10 years, and
awesome.
We actually met at a Steel Panther concert.
Oh.
I don't know if you're familiar with them, but we were both in the front row wearing purple spandex pants. So it was
why does that not surprise me?
Twinsies, you're my soulmate.
They're like, hey girl.
So we got a question. What kind of music do you play, Nathan?
So I've got a cover band that does 70s, 80s, arena rock, all your Journey, Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, that kind of stuff. And then I write original music kind of in a similar vein. Nobody cares about that, so I just put that on the internet. I probably listen to it more than anyone else.
Oh, I started listening to it the other day. I really liked it. Now,
awesome, thanks, man.
It's explicit, so kids don't. but as far as the sound and everything, dude, you're rocking, man. I love it. I want to see more of the cover stuff too, though. Are y'all on YouTube or anything?
We've got a promo video up on YouTube.
Okay.
And then some stuff. The name of the band is Cheyenne, Shyanne. You can look it up on Facebook. We got some stuff. YouTube, we got a couple things. I've been in the band for 2 years, but they're a bunch of old farts that have been together for 30. So there's some older videos with other singers, but the last 2 years, 2.5 years now, it's been me.
Awesome. Jeff Mann's asking what got you into it, and then any specific concert or artist made you realize it was a dream or and a goal?
Oh, so I started playing guitar when I was 14, and I'm 31 now, so that's 17 years, I guess.
Wow.
And I was, I've got a very obsessive, addictive personality. So when I was a kid, I would play guitar for 8 hours a day. But
I bet your parents loved it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, my parents are the ones that got me into the kind of music that I like. So like I would find all my parents like CDs and tapes like Def Leppard and Scorpions and Motley Crue and stuff. And I remember the first rock song I heard. I found my mom's Pyromania CD and popped it in. The first song was Rock Rock Till You Drop, and I was just like, what the hell is this? I love it. Yeah. I was like, probably 10 years old, just jumping around half naked in my bedroom.
We still had cassette tapes out when I was 10 years old. So,
yeah.
CDs were just coming out.
Right. What is this fancy thing?
It's a Frisbee. They're like $50 for a CD. Kind of like plasma TVs when they first came out, were like 10, 20 grand.
Yeah.
For a little TV. Yeah. Heck yeah. So you just talking about your parents like that, it sounds like they've really support you in your music career.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They come out to as many shows as they can. When I was a teenager and I was like, they were like, so what do you want to do when you grow up? And I was, I'm going to be a rock star. They were like, no, what do you want to do? They're like, no, you need to get good grades. You're going to go to school. My dad was like, you are not going to work in a body shop like me.
That's hilarious.
He's like, you are not going to kill yourself like this. I hate this job. And here we are. But then once I started like getting on stage and actually performing, my parents kind of took a turn. They saw like how serious I was about it and started supporting me a lot more. And yeah, like ever since, I guess first time I got on stage, I was about 17. So ever since then, they've been, following me around anytime they can.
Dude, that's awesome.
James was talking about him dating him all his teenager music or whatever. I can see James with a big damn mullet or something. It's a head banging.
I'm a rocker, dude. Through.
I don't know what that's about.
I got you. Yeah.
I was like, what? No, I love it, man. That's awesome. You get to, carry on your PDR career and you have your band and toured and everything. That's freaking sweet.
I mean, that's what
38 special. I mean, that's awesome.
What I love about this business is you can work part-time and make most people's full-time money and then still focus on your, your passions and your hobbies and stuff. So I love it.
Right. See, I'm bored. I guess PDR is my passion and hobby, so I don't really have it. It's like go to work and then think about work after work. So.
Oh, I mean, I'm all in on PDR too. I'm one of those guys. I wish I could live 10 different lives and take every different path. And so instead, I have to just like split it into like 10 different little, parts of my life.
So you last Thursday you came to Mobile down here and opened up for 38 Special, and I was hoping to be able to come, but then my son got sick, my wife got sick, and I couldn't. So I was trying to get my buddy, that we used to do security, and he runs the security down there. I was like, give me some video. He finally sent me that one picture, like right at the end of the show. And I was like, I need video. He's like, oh, I just saw this. He's already off stage.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Brandon was bummed out. He called me. He's like, man, I'm going to have to miss it. Like, he was for not getting to go.
Well, I mean, I could have gone for free. I could have came in the back entrance back there and hung out with him,
Yeah, Jeff, he's been touring with 38 Special, so he's kind of a big deal. And now he's on the Ginger Bro show, so he's just gonna blow up now.
See the moon.
Yeah, he's getting big in the musician side of it. Now he's gonna be big in the PDR side of it.
You're 21 more people famous right now. 22. It just jumped. We're
22
good.
now. So how'd that show go? down here?
Oh, it was incredible. It was a ton of fun. I mean, there were probably about 1,500 people there that night, being a Thursday night.
Yeah.
I think the capacity's there about 1,900.
Yeah.
We made a lot of new friends and fans, and I mean, everyone had a blast. We had a blast. It was just such a cool theater.
It is.
I mean, it's
beautiful,
it's
man.
beautiful.
They redid the theater. I mean, it's probably been 10 years ago. It needed a lot of work. They shut down for 8 months, and they scraped all the paint off that sucker. They redid it, repainted all the gold, and then about 2 years later, there was like one or two little spots that started doing the same thing. They shut it down again for about 2-3 months. Redid all that again, man. It's a beautiful place. It's one of the oldest theaters around. And,
I believe it.
So did you go downstairs in the green room?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So that's usually where like they have all your food and all that for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So that wall that would like be under the stage, if you open, there's a couple of doors right there, and you can walk underneath the stage all the way to the front of the stage. It's weird.
Oh, that's cool.
Like if you were there at night by yourself, I'm sure there's some paranormal crap going on somewhere.
That I felt like it. I was
Dude,
in there. It's gotta be haunted, man.
Yeah,
especially walking around backstage. It's
when it clears out and we get everybody out of there, man. It's and you have to go down there and make sure nobody's hiding out and stuff. You start getting some chills on you. But,
Jeff's trying to recruit you. You got to bring you purple tights and get in the tag team dental Olympics.
I need to let me lose another 20 pounds and I'll try to make something happen.
Well, you got a year, so
I'm not the same size I was when I was 21.
Me neither, by far. I'm about. I don't even want to talk about it. That's cool. Are you ever gonna get up to Nashville on your tour?
It depends. 38 pretty much will let us open up any show we want to. So we'll do some regional stuff. As long as it's their show. So if it's like a municipal thing for a city, they don't really have any control over that. Right. But if it's one of the shows that they're putting on, then we're welcome. My guitar player and keyboardist actually played in 38 Special for a little while back in like the 30s or 40s or something.
30s or 40s. Ouch.
No, it's like something like that. Yeah. So Don Barnes, the singer, lives like not too far from me. And him and my guitar player are buddies. They play golf all the time.
That's awesome.
Sweet. He actually
ask you how you
sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty intimidating the first time he came out to a show. I had to sing Hold On Loosely in front of the guy. And I messed up the words.
Oh, Lord. I can only imagine. Yeah.
But no, he's super cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, I was going to ask kind of how you guys got connected with 38 Special, but you just explained that without me having to ask it. So perfect.
Yeah, I hadn't seen them in years. But I loved them last time I saw them.
Yeah, they're incredible. They're incredible. Perfect live.
There's a lot of the older bands that are really badass still. Me and my wife actually 3 years ago, I'd always wanted to see Bryan Adams live. And they came to Orange Beach down here to the wharf. Got to go see him. Dude, at 61 years old, he sounded just like he did back in the 80s. I mean, it was amazing.
That's awesome.
Amazing. Heck yeah.
I haven't seen him yet, but I believe it.
He usually only tours like Canada and the North because he's from Canada. This is the first time he had ever toured this far down. I'm like, I'm going. So
coolest concert.
It was well worth it.
I sat front row at Steve Miller Band and George Thorogood. That was pretty cool. I was still in high school.
Nice.
I think, so it was awesome. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. George Thorogood, Steve Miller Band, one of them threw their guitar pick off and hit my buddy in the eye with it, and then he couldn't even, he lost it. So he didn't even get the damn guitar pick. I'm like, dude, like you got hit in the eye and you couldn't grab it. So, opportunity missed.
Oh, no.
That's like
when I was a kid, I was like 17. Me and my buddy went to see Ace Frehley from Kiss, and God, it was just a room full of just angry boomers that just anytime a pick flew, they would just like beat each other up to try to get the pick. I mean, my friend, like, he got just about beat up by this old dude over a pick. I looked down, he threw a pick out, and everybody was freaking out, crawling around the floor looking for it. I looked down, it was just right between my feet. So I just put my foot over it and just waited. Everybody chilled out. I reached down and got it, and I still got it. It's sitting right over here somewhere.
That's awesome.
Hey, did you talk to Tim, my buddy down there, about Kiss?
Yeah.
He's a huge Kiss fan.
Yeah. Well, actually, we didn't get that detailed in the Kiss. But yeah. I talked to him for a few minutes. Yeah, it was wild and hectic, but yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah. Cool, man. I'm loving it.
I'm a huge Kiss fan. I saw them third row back in, I think, October, and I
saw a lot of videos when they came to Biloxi, probably around October or November. People that went, oh my gosh, insane.
Have you ever had the face paint on and stuff? Have you ever done the Kiss face paint?
I did once for Halloween when I was a kid. Yeah, I was Paul Stanley.
Did you cut your tongue down there?
No.
Make it a little longer.
I like how Eric Jacobson trying to make us feel I only know that's my parents listen to. Dude, I know you're older. What you act like right now?
Oh Lord. Yeah. Sorry, I got the same idiot that pulled up to my door earlier and called me twice right before the show at almost 6 o'clock in the evening, and he was still sending messages. Anyway, sorry about that. I got a little sidetracked here. Squirrel.
Well, those are the best customers.
Oh yeah.
No, they're price shoppers.
Yeah. And his price range is about $20. I guarantee you right now. Because it's just going to pop out, and you got some dry ice to do it. So yeah, you're good.
I saw a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get a lot of even dent guys complain about those customers, and they complain about the YouTube videos that we put out, the before and afters. That's why they think that, because it shows the before. It's not for you. It's if we showed the whole process, it's just to show what can be done.
Yeah.
Paintless repair. So
we got your buddy down in your stomping grounds, Nathan Hayes Freeman, he's put them YouTube videos out, like pouring popcorn in a fender and heating it up. And I'm like, dude, like Hayes, you killed us. I love Hayes to death. He's a great dude, but yeah, he does.
I used to watch them videos years ago when I first started. I'm like, this is funny right here.
Oh yeah,
putting the duct tape, seal it up.
I think I've seen that one actually.
He had several. He had the popcorn. He had like the cardboard cutouts of magnets. Like they got bigger and bigger, and it's always the same dent.
I just love how much shit he gives Matt Moore all the time. Like he is on Matt hard. It's hilarious.
Oh no.
Hayes, I barely recognized Hayes at MTE. He came down and he was like jacked with no glasses anymore. I was like, wait a minute. Like, who is this guy? I'm used to the signature red glasses on his face. I guess he's in a little bit of everything now.
So outside of music, what do y'all do anything? Y'all travel? Y'all
It'd
camp?
Probably be easier to list the things I don't do.
We got 30 minutes.
No, like I said, I've got this really like addictive, obsessive personality. So if I get into something, I get really into it. So I mean, I don't know. I've got a Jeep, so that's a whole thing in itself.
Oh yeah.
I got that because we love to travel. We went to Moab, Utah last year, and did a bunch of off-roading and stuff over there. And at that time, I had a little Nissan 370Z. I love cars. I've had so many cars over the years. But I had a little Nissan 370Z, and I got back, and I was like, man, I can't do anything with this thing. I need a Jeep. So I immediately sold it and got the Jeep. And then, of course, I'm all in on that. I recently got back into RC trucks, having a blast with those.
That can be
expensive. Yeah, exactly.
Tell me about it. I've bought 6 in the last 6 months.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I kind of all in on those. I was actually, I took one out a little while ago before the podcast, just goofing off. I broke it. I broke one yesterday too. I'm waiting for some parts.
When I was in New Orleans after Katrina hit, we had all of our service guys, we were set up on an old airstrip, right there on the lake. And one of them's son, he was 18 years old, something like that, come down there to work. His first paycheck, he was making $2,500 a week or whatever. And first pay, he goes out and buys this RC car. This sucker go 90 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, and he puts all the stuff, and he's like, "What's this?" And it went so fast, it went airborne. It did a bunch of flips. Sucker destroyed itself. He spent like $1,000.
Oh my god!
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Yep, that was awesome.
That's having fun. You break them and then you get to fix them. That's I like to tinker, so I enjoy that.
I'd like to do the 4-wheel drive ones and make them look like the real. That's the RC that I'd like to get into, where they do all the
like the rock crawlers or something.
The rock crawler, and they do the actual
Look at it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You do the little
what happened there?
A new rear end to come in.
Heck yeah.
I did that yesterday. I was going up a really steep hill and it just backflipped all the way down and landed on a rock.
Too bad the shells aren't made out of like tin or something, so you can fix the dents in them.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, are you in a Jeep club?
No, I'm not that much of a dork.
It's like everybody here is in the Jeep club, Topless in Tennessee. So,
do you do the wave?
Sometimes.
You do the J?
If they wave to me, I'll wave to them, but I'm not.
You're like,
Jeep. It's like when I used to ride motorcycles, you always point down when you go past each other. I never could figure out why we did. I can never figure out why we pointed down. It's like, unless we were just saying, "Don't go down there. That hurts." Yeah. Shit ain't fun.
Yeah, usually it's just me and my wife just go out in the woods and goof around and try not to get stuck.
Hell yeah! What year is your Jeep?
It's a 14 2-door 6-speed manual.
Nice.
Just had to be a manual.
Oh yeah. Can't hardly find that anymore anywhere.
Oh, dude, I shopped forever. Well, I shopped for 2 days, but I shopped everywhere in the Southeast for 2 days. I sold that Z in 5 hours, and I just had all that money burning a hole in my pocket. So I was just sitting on Car Gurus, just like, I got to find something now.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, and then I'm into mountain biking too. So when the weather permits, I haven't done that in a while because I broke my toe in the fall and then it turned winter, and then now I'm ready to get back on it.
Well, you hook up with Kevin Bird.
Kevin Bird and David White. They are big mountain bikers.
I always say I would like to get into that, and it just never happens. So
I can't sit on a bike seat anymore. I can't do that.
What caused that problem?
I have the no acetol syndrome, so it's not comfortable. Unless it's one of them grandpa ones that you see, like the old cruiser bike. Yeah, I can do that. Heck yeah.
But when you're mountain biking, you're not really on the seat most of the time. It's a ton of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Me and Brandon were talking about bikes. We was going to try to find one of them the dual bicycles to ride in as Bert Birdie at the show. That just made it that way. We might have won if we could have found the bicycle. We might have won.
Just fall over on the way in.
Well, the original thing that, with the bicycle we were thinking about doing, maybe.
Oh, Jeremy, I love it.
Oh man,
Jail time, Ginger.
that is good.
Are you good at disc golf?
No, I never actually got into that. I haven't gotten into that yet.
Well, that's your next hobby right there.
Yeah, we found it for you. Congratulations. Yeah, at least that won't be as expensive as the RCs. I would hope.
No.
Anyway, I've never played disc golf, so I play real golf, and I'm terrible at it, but I like it.
I'm afraid to get into golf.
Yeah, with your addictive personality, I could see that being a little bit of a problem. Clubs, you can get real in debt real fast on golf clubs.
I believe it. I believe it.
The disc golf, they've got like a bag full of like 30 damn discs in there, and each one's
like golf. You
different.
got your
putters and drivers and same thing.
Yeah.
One of my detailers owns company down here. He's actually a pro disc golfer. He's sponsored everything, has his own disc out. He's pretty badass.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, it's just like, it's big time. He makes a heck of a living.
Nice.
And good thing he's got somebody else clean cars.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate goal, ain't it?
Yeah. So do you have you got any up and coming shows? Are y'all booked out for a while or what?
We usually play 2 or 3 shows a month. We're doing let's see, a place called Six's Tavern over in Cartersville, which is actually that Dent guy that I told you I was in a band with. Yep. He's retired from the PDR industry, and he bought a bar, and that's his bar.
Okay.
So nice.
yeah, perfect place for a PDR guy, right? Yeah, so we play over there, and it's a lot of fun. It's on the 26th.
Nice.
So speaking of, I almost forgot about this. So yeah, so you played Mobile Thursday, you played in Montgomery Friday, and then you played not opening for 38, just a show with your band in where at?
Roswell, okay. Georgia.
All right, so you want to kind of explain what happened?
We only got 20 minutes left. So.
In the cleanest way you can.
That's gonna be the hard part.
I know. If you want to know everything that happened, you can go to my profile, and there's a really long post that really goes into detail. But in a nutshell, the venue was having some major production issues. We were supposed to play from 8 to 11, and then they were going to switch over to the UFC fight. Their production issues caused the show to delay until about 9:30, and then about 10:20, the owner came up, and basically told us to get off the stage. The fight was starting early or something, I don't know. And it was obvious that the whole crowd was not there for the fight. So he was trying to cut us off at less than an hour of a show.
Yeah.
And we had brought 200 or 300 people there that did not care about the fight. They just wanted to watch us. So the crowd was booing, and they were all mad. And so the owner got up on the stage. He grabbed my mic from me, and basically said something along the lines to the crowd. Sorry guys, we got to cut it off early. We try to give you guys the best entertainment every weekend, but some bands are just hard to deal with, and was basically trying to turn all the production issues that were on them on us. And, instead of taking responsibility for it and apologizing, he just wanted to, I don't know if he was embarrassed or if he got bad information from some of his lower management that we were dealing with earlier. But, and then basically told me to get the frig off the stage. And I was like, okay, whatever, dude, just give me my mic. And he said, nope. I said, that's my mic. I said, gets my friggin' mic. Give me my friggin' mic, you mother friggin' frigger.
David White's on here. Hey, David, take notes.
And so I snatched my mic out of his hand, and next thing I know, security and cops are coming up on stage and dragging me off the stage and take me outside, and they kick me out. It's pretty rock and roll. It's
you got a picture of you on the behind you or whatever, like with the cops and everything. True rock star.
And there were 300 people in there just booing, like the loudest boos I've ever heard in my life at the owner. Hold up.
Aliens again.
And,
set that timer for longer than like 10 minutes on your.
I've got my computer monitor up here lighting my face up, so it keeps going to sleep. But yes, everybody was booing and stuff, and it was a ton of fun.
Nice.
But they wouldn't let me go back in to get my equipment, so I had to send like friends and family in there to go try to figure out how to unplug my gear and bring it out for me so I could pack it up.
God.
And then the owner was just up on stage, just raising hell, just yelling at everybody that come up to try to help load out. He went and he tried like ripping our backdrop down from the wall and everything. Like he just went nuts on us.
He needs his ass whooped, sounds like.
So y'all gonna play there again?
We're gonna play across the street.
Heck yeah, we'll take our 300 people over here.
Yeah. We're gonna play across the street, and we're gonna use that picture of me outside with the cop as promotion.
I gotta go check it out.
The best part, everybody left. Everybody left. Nobody. There were like 20 people that stayed to watch the fight, and the rest of the room just cleared out. Everybody, like all of the crowd, was just yelling "F you, F you," and never coming back and leaving. That's awesome. So, I mean, we've gotten incredible support out of it. I mean, it's kind of gone viral online and everything. It's hilarious. And we've turned it around into a promotional thing for our next show. I think I'm gonna come out on stage wearing like some plastic handcuffs and to the Cops theme song. And then I'm gonna walk up on stage and then I'm gonna start playing. I'm just gonna bust out of my handcuffs and go rock and roll. So yeah.
I wish I could be there for that one.
I know.
That show it's gonna be sold out. It's gonna be insane. Like it's turned into like the best thing that could happen to us.
David White said you need a jumpsuit.
Yeah. My drummer said he's got one.
Sleeves cut off. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Now, is this a government issued jumpsuit or was it like a Halloween costume?
It was a Halloween costume.
Okay, cool.
So the number on the jumpsuit needs to be that place's address.
No, it's
slash through
it. Oh goodness.
That's crazy though. Jesus Christ. Like
I've got to go look at your profile on that. I didn't catch it the other day.
It's funny because I normally like wear some like tight pants, but I ripped my tight pants in Montgomery, so I wore some like cut off jean shorts. And I just knew like
awesome.
As soon as I put those things on, I was like, something's gonna go down tonight.
I'm wearing my George. Shit's about to have real.
So there's a picture of just me with like my sleeves off, my farmer's tan, my jorts on, just with the cop.
That's hilarious.
It's pretty funny.
So I sent Andy the picture that my buddy sent me of y'all on stage down there, and I'm like, check out the guitarist to the left. It's got them big furry boots on.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, it's just
like furry Uggs.
He'll get on a hoverboard on stage and ride it around like playing a guitar solo. And he was worried. He was like, "Man, I've never gotten on the hoverboard with these fuzzy boots on."
Hell to the no.
That didn't happen, but
that's awesome, man.
Jeremy's recruiting Brandon to make you some T-shirts.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, there you go.
Heck yeah.
I'd definitely buy one. I need some Rockstar apparel.
Oh yeah.
We could do a silhouette of you with like the handcuffs breaking. Something on
special edition T-shirt.
Yeah. Or just have you punching dude in the face and like spit flying everywhere and shit. Like, let's get real with it. Rockstar, like with jorts. You gotta have the jorts on.
You gotta have the jorts, yeah.
The jorts and you need the white New Balance. and a polo shirt with like grass stains and the high socks,
like a rock star, like a rock star Batman. He's got a secret closet. It opens up, lights are shining on shit. Like, let's go. Time to get real. Get my bat Jeep.
Give me my mic. Yeah, the mics are expensive, man. That ticked me off in itself right there. You want to give me my stuff back?
Yeah, I mean, this is about $1,000 microphone.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then wouldn't let you go get your other shit. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, come on, dude. Like, it's time to be professional. I want to get out of your shit. Let me go get my stuff.
I personally had about $10,000 worth of gear on stage that, he didn't want to let me go personally get.
Jesus. I don't know why James asked if you're related to Gardner Minshew.
Not sure who that
is. He's a quarterback that's bounced around late. He used to have the big stash. They called him Uncle Rico.
From that's Napoleon Dynamite.
I'm loving I'm loving the stories from the road, the Rockstar life. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah. You got any more stories?
Oh man.
Any cool bands like that just really stood out that y'all played with or you got to meet or anything like that? I've got tons of those from doing security for 20 years.
Oh yeah,
but
you probably know everybody. Let's see. Probably not a lot of people that most people are familiar with. Like, I hung out with Uli John Roth, who played guitar for the Scorpions in the 70s a couple years ago, which he's a big, I'm a huge fan of him as a guitarist, but his name's not very big.
Yeah.
I did get to meet Gene and Paul from Kiss back when I was 14. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, there was the Kiss Coffee House in Myrtle Beach. My family was there on vacation, and it just happened to be their grand opening, and saw a sign saying Gene and Paul are going to be here tomorrow. So I went and waited in line as a little kid for like 6 hours and got to meet them. They were super cool.
Commitment. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talking about earlier Motley Crue tribute band. So that was one of the bands I got to meet. And
man.
So Mobile used to have what's called Bayfest for 25 years. Huge. Every October, it was an all weekend thing. They had different genres, different stages. So I ran the backstage with me and Tim. Ran the country stage. Well, on Friday nights, it wasn't country. It was other, we'd have all different genres. Well, Motley Crue was our Friday night big, concert. Well, they hated each other. It was like they had just got back together, but they hated each other. So they all four had different dressing rooms.
Had their own bus.
Their own buses. Then the only time they got together other than on stage was the meet and greet. And, they're acting like they like each other now. Well, so to me, when like I had to hold the curtain for them to walk up and shine a light to get on stage, well, Mick, I can't remember the Z's he has, they're
I forget what it's called, but yeah.
So he can barely walk, and he has a security guy, big old dude, big black guy, and following him everywhere he goes. So he comes up this ramp to the actual stage from a lower ramp, and it's right on the corner, and there's no railing or anything, and we're probably 8 feet off the ground. He comes up the ramp, barely gets there, and turns to the right, which is going off the stage. And that dude picks him up, turns him back, like Energizer Bunny, and he starts easing towards it. Man, he'd get right on the edge of the front of the stage with his foot, and he's playing guitar. And as brittle and weird as he looked, once he got that guitar in his hand, dude, it was like magic. But then Tommy Lee holding it, he didn't have just had tight jeans on, whatever, no shirt and all this. When he got in front of me, I looked at him, I was like, you look like Abraham Lincoln. I mean, that's what he looked like to me. Like the jawbones, all the skin was so, I was like, goodness.
Party hard.
Oh, it was, yeah. But they got on stage and they rocked it.
You watched the show on Netflix.
once.
There's a movie on Netflix about Motley Crue that's insane.
Yeah.
Like I had to turn it off. I was like, oh God.
It's
When
actually
Ozzy
really
started
good
drinking
movie.
piss from the pool, I was like, nope, I'm out.
Just the opening
We'll
scene.
see. There's
Oh
Nathan.
yeah, the picture.
Yeah. Look at him. Rockstar life. I love it. Got a question for you on here. James wants to know if you completely self-taught with the guitar.
Yeah, I just I figured out how to read tabs, and I just like sat around figuring out songs. Started with Metallica, learned every Metallica song, and then my dad got me real big into Ted Nugent. So I was I learned every Ted Nugent riff, and I was blasting, playing Stranglehold note for note, every day. That was like my warm up, and it still is. And so I just learned songs and just kind of find patterns within the songs until I could eventually find my own voice, I guess.
That's crazy. Like I don't have any musical talent, so I applaud anybody that could do that. I'm like, I don't know how you do that.
It's crazy. I think it helped me to learn PDR because I feel like it's kind of part of the same part of your brain you use. Yeah. Just that, especially the fine motor skills and the hand-eye coordination and
kind of that artist side of your brain too, more or less. So, yeah.
You got to be a little creative, figuring out ways to get to certain spots and all that. So I think it helped.
So did you ever take voice lessons or anything?
No, I
naturally gifted.
No. I sucked at singing. I could not sing when I was 17, 18, but I couldn't. There were no singers my age that wanted to sing the kind of music I sang. So I was like, I'm gonna figure this thing out the same way I figured out how to play guitar, just breaking down what my favorite singers do and learning songs and trying to just build from the ground up. And then I've been singing for 13 years now, and it's just gotten better and better.
Wow. You sound good, man. I love listening to it, man. And
he sent me that sample of that song because we played it before the show last week, and I was like, oh, dude, that's awesome.
Now, and all that stuff's on Spotify or all the streaming services. That's under Neil Blade, NeilBlade.
And it's got dots on top of the E's.
Yeah. Wow, I came out with that goofy name when I was like 19, and I just wanted to be cool, and it just kind of stuck.
Neil Blade.
All my original music gets put out under that.
Yeah. Do you have anything? Well, the last album, I guess you just did was what it got released last year, didn't it?
I found it on Apple.
Yeah, I put out 3 EPs last year.
Okay.
That's since I left the company, I've had like so much more time to write music. I've written like 20 songs since I left the company.
Wow.
Because I just have extra time. So
while you're fixing the dent.
Exactly. I mean, it's kind of that like meditation state you get in when you're working. I'll be like writing stuff in my head, coming up with melodies. I'll like run to the bathroom and make a voice, recording on my phone, and then like go back and work on it when I get off work and stuff. And
start using your blending hammer as your beat.
Yeah, I'm like people looking at the headphones when I'm working. I want some rap. I'm over there singing and get low.
No. You listen. Kevin said it right earlier. You sing Tiny Dancer, Elton John.
And
if you've never seen that video, oh my gosh. Yeah. We'll have to send it to you.
There was a lot of Crown and Coke involved with that evening, I can honestly say.
It was funny.
Yeah, that video don't get very far unless I shouldn't have sent it to Kevin. I should have known better.
Oh, yeah.
But I did.
I love it.
Yeah. I like how Amanda had it 1 minute later or whatever. I'm on the stage. Like, let's go. It was horrible, though.
Yeah, it was. I'm just kidding.
No, it actually was. Ain't no kidding to it.
Goodness.
I'm so surprised. Like, Nathan, a lot of people don't really know who you are, and I don't know how. Like, outgoing personality. I think me and you've been Facebook friends for a while. We finally got to meet at Matt's meetup, but I seemed like at least, a year or so.
I reached out to you when you made that post hitting your 2-year mark out of your contract.
Yep.
Just like, hey man, you didn't get a suit or nothing, did you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. It's like, no, not yet.
Yeah, so I've just been kind of on cruise ever since, just kind of waiting it out.
Yeah, you're doing it right, man. You shouldn't have a problem the way you got it handled. I mean,
yeah, I don't want to step on any toes, so I'm just kind of chilling.
There's no sense in it. You can do enough just word of mouth and all retail.
And
I'm all retail.
Leverage. I know so many people around Atlanta through the music scene that it's just like, oh, you do that thing? Like, I know my neighbor's got a dent in his car. Let me get him to call you, and then his friend, and then his friend, and so it's kind of snowballs.
Yeah.
They ever ask you to sing while you're fixing their dent?
I haven't had that yet.
Well, yeah, you need to do the tag team with somebody, and y'all come out as rockers or something.
Yeah, it'd be fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Or you come out, you and Matt Morse should tag team. You wear your purple pants. He could be your dad with his vest on.
Oh no.
I gotta poke at Matt every once in a while.
But yeah, speaking of, if you ever need any kind of advice on that, man, reach out to Matt. I don't know if you already do, but Matt will help you in any way he can.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I talked to him a bit at the meetup, and he seems like a really cool dude. He invited me to come hang out at the shop anytime. So
that's awesome. I wish I was close enough to go hang out with Matt. Well, actually, I don't, because then it'd be competition. I'd be like, oh God. Man, that shop, it was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
God, what dreams are made of.
Yeah, Kevin said, please do the tag team event.
Oh, you're on his radar now. You're doing the tag team event. You're done.
See, Kevin didn't know who you were either. I was like, you got to watch the show. You're gonna want to.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to get to know Nathan. So
I haven't been too active, in the dent community, but I've always been kind of in the background lurking and reading. I'm always listening to the podcasts and stuff. I've gone back and those have helped me a lot to figure out a lot of stuff. So it's cool having all that information out there. Mm-hmm. But I'll probably start getting a little more active here soon.
About mid-June.
Yeah.
About perfect.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you reached out to me that day, and then so we finally got to meet at Matt's. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I know I think we were standing at the food truck line right there. He was like, Nathan? I'm like, no, hey. Like, who's this guy with his long, luscious hair?
Luscious
I don't have any. I'm just jealous right here.
So. Yeah, speaking of, how about that barbecue?
Oh yeah.
It was great.
Rad Lost Barbecue.
Yeah.
Another dent guy.
Yeah. I knew him because we worked together for a day. He worked as a sub for Atlanta Dent for a day over at an Enterprise facility. So we worked side by side, and so I knew him a little bit, but I hadn't seen him since then.
Kevin's on your number, so it's game over for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
You better be careful.
You're going to explode.
Oh no!
Once you get with Kevin. So,
he's the one who ultimately got us doing the show and everything. So
he is the network king.
Yes.
So
Josh Drago said join your local community Facebook group and post on there for work. So yeah, that's what our local groups, you can only post like one advertisement a week or whatever. So I'll usually by Monday I'll throw it out on all of them and roll. I don't think I've gotten anything off of it yet myself, but
yeah.
I've thrown out a couple Facebook ads, just kind of feeling out how that goes, and it usually just gets me some ratchet work.
I was about to say Facebook is not the place for ads.
Don't do, especially don't do Facebook Marketplace. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
You'll start getting. I mean, it's
well, even the Facebook ads and we tried that, and my kind of mindset is that if they're looking at Facebook, they're just scrolling. They're not actively seeking your services.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get that person. It's like, oh, I got a dent in my car. I got sideswiped last week, and that's exactly what you're getting on Facebook. Google's way better.
wasting those hits.
Yeah, Google's way better. Go ahead and get that. People actively searching for what you do, and that helps out a lot. I mean, you're still gonna get the people that don't know what the hell you do, but it's less of it. It seems like.
Yeah, get you a great website, and Google.
Awesome.
You can do that yourself, but the SEO stuff is the biggest thing, is getting branding, like your company name out there. If you can find somebody good to pay to do that, it's worth it. But
you got the PDR community is great. Like, you got a bunch of people to lean on. We're all here every time you need us, so don't hesitate to reach out.
And you've already got a great name. It's not Nathan's PDR. So if ever you wanted to sell that thing, it can go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what's good about it. So you're on the right track, man. I can't wait, because you're gonna get bigger and bigger once you're free of the contract. So.
Oh yeah.
I ain't scared.
I ain't scared.
I'm telling you, that day that contract ends, you're gonna be like 1,000,000 pounds lift off of you. Like, let's go. I can promise you that from experience. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, man, we're at the hour mark, man. It
flew by.
I know, it flew by. A lot of great stories, man. I love it.
Yeah, me too.
We could sit here all night and
I had fun. Thanks for having me on, guys.
No problem. I love the jorts.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, everybody, that still on here watching, and when you go back to watch, y'all check him out. Go to any of the streaming, Apple and Spotify and Amazon and stuff, and look up Neil Blade. You can search him on Facebook, search the Cheyenne on Facebook too, kind of see some videos. But great guy, great tech, great singer, great. I'm glad I get to, I know you now. So the few times we've got to talk, it's been a pleasure, man. And
likewise,
we're excited for you. Can't wait to see how you grow in this business, man. And especially in the music side, it's gonna be awesome. Next time I see you, I'm gonna get your autograph, just so I have it for later.
I was about to say, we're gonna look back on it one day. We'll be old men and be like, yeah, we had him on the show one time. We talked to him.
You remember this guy? He had hair. And tight pants on.
And shorts.
Yep, I love it. Well, appreciate you being on. And like I said, we're gonna end the broadcast, and I'll put you in the back room, and we'll say our goodbyes there. But appreciate everybody watching. We had up to 30 people watching.
Yeah, that's
tonight.
The most we've ever had.
That's the most we've ever had.
Awesome.
So that's awesome.
Oh, and next week, we got a big surprise for next week too. So it'll be pretty awesome.
Yeah, not gonna mention it tonight, but we'll put it out probably tomorrow, the next day. Who our guest is for next week. I'm excited about it. And I think a lot of people, because he hadn't been on any shows that I know of.
He's been on a couple, but like here and there, it ain't been, So yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's got a little music background too. I'll put that little sneak out there.
And he's mixing up something for us to use for his intro.
Awesome.
And we'll push that side of it too. So there's a lot of talented techs in our industry.
Definitely.
That you hit it on the nail on the head, Nathan, earlier about the musical part of it, and the artistic side of you really helps with the PDR. And that's why a lot of the really good techs, they have that in them, and there's something that they're really good at outside of PDR, and that's why we're here. That's why we have you guys on the show, so we can let techs get to know you, because nobody really knew you till tonight. Yep. Now you're famous, baby.
Now you're 30 more people famous.
30 more people. So anyway, appreciate everybody. Thanks, Nathan, again for jumping on the show.
Thank you, Nathan.
Tonight.
Thank you, everybody.
We'll see y'all next week.
See y'all,
everybody.
I got to get the hang on.
Oh, perfect.
Outro. Here we go. Bye.
Awkward.